Thank you. And congratulations. What a great day. A great day of presentations, a great day of dialogue among the students and with their experts. But also I want to congratulate you on the commitment that you've made. You started your work months ago in volunteering to participate in the Borlaug Youth Institute and spent a lot of time developing your report and preparing for your presentation. So congratulations on a job well done. My career started at Pioneer Hybrid International about 40 years ago, and throughout that career, my work, my job, my focus was in agriculture and food production. But now as we enter the current times and look into the future, that focus singularly on agriculture and food production is not what the future is going to be like. It's going to be much more complex. We're going to be dealing with things like climate change, soil health, water quality, the environment, and consumer trends that are changing and will continue to change. All of those issues, in addition to agriculture and food production, will be on the table, and therefore it will be challenging and complex. But now we have another complexity to add to that mix, and that's COVID-19. We're dealing with some of those situations today, but I think even into the future, you'll see further impacts to agriculture and food production, particularly as this experience affects the supply chain for food production. So that challenge is going to be greater. It's going to require more people to be involved, and I think more importantly, more skills and a diversity of skills for us to meet the challenge and be successful into the future. But with that challenge, I believe, comes significant opportunity. What excites me and drives me is that I spent my career focusing upon agriculture and food production, but also having the ability to really participate in the greater good that occurred from focusing on agriculture and food production. You too can do the same. You can follow your interest, your skills, your passion, and also have an impact on the greater good. I would maintain that few jobs in any industries would offer that kind of fulfillment and opportunity. So let me give you one example of many that I experienced at my career at Pioneer, then DuPont Pioneer, and now Corteva. One example. In 2008, a group of our Indian team came to me and made a request for an investment of $16,000 so that they could build 2 water treatment facilities in rural Western India, a very impoverished area. We gave them that money, and again, that was in 2008. 8 years later, I returned to that same area. I had to visit some of the farms around Ahmedabad, India, an area in Western India. We were doing crop tours, visiting with farmers so that we could not only visit with farmers and learn how their experience with our products were proceeding, but also answer their questions about how they could move their production and their farming opportunity forward. We finished one visit at a farm, and the local Indian team was very anxious to take me somewhere else. So we got in a car, had about a 30-minute drive further into rural India, and then we walked about 20 minutes outside of a village, a very poor village, very underdeveloped village, and the Pioneer Indian team was very enthusiastic to show me the water treatment facility that had been built 8 years before then. It was still being run, it was still being maintained, it was funded by the local village that the water treatment facility was servicing, and who knows how many thousands, maybe even how many millions of lives were affected by that water treatment plant in that area so that families had a clean, reliable source of water, so the family could be healthy, they could be nutritious, and so the children and babies could grow up without fear of disease or a shortage of clean water. So that was very rewarding for me to see, something that had been done 8 years ago, that we had sponsored, that was still working and being run locally enabled today, and remembering that there were 2 of those facilities built 8 years ago. So clearly, my experience working in agriculture and food not only made an impact in those areas, but also had an impact in the greater good of providing a reliable and clean water supply in that village. And the second village that we also invested in India. Now, I could go on with numerous other examples around how my work did result in not only improved agricultural production, but also in a higher good for local people. But that's not the important issue. The important issue is you, what you can do by focusing your skills, your energy, and your interests in agriculture and food challenges, but also expand that into the complexities that we are facing today and will continue into the future. Those areas like climate change, the environment, gender equity, and soil and water health. If you do that, if you follow your interest and your passion, I don't have any doubt that you'll have a rewarding career in agriculture and food systems, but also with the higher good that will result. So, congratulations again on a great day. You've made the most important first step. You've already committed to this opportunity. You've already invested time and energy. You've done a great job in delivering your presentation today. Your first step has been a great one. Please continue it. If you need any help, guidance, assistance along the way, you have multiple resources to rely upon. The World Food Prize, the experts that you engaged with today, your family, your relatives, other students, counselors, and your teachers. You have a whole array of individuals to rely upon to continue the journey to follow your passion. Congratulations, job well done.